see this. Okay. Oh man. It's okay. It's not damaged. That's a fun start to the stream. That's my iPad. Oh man, I'm not ready for this, but we're gonna do this because we said we will do this. That's basically it. Alright, so right now we are about to do a series of streams that's for 30 days at least, and it's just mainly me working on my stuff and studying Japanese. Mainly those two things, so it's a study/work stream, and we're going to use a Pomodoro timer while we do this stuff. And I'm also going to do a different challenge, which is 30 days of gratitude. And I was debating whether or not I should actually do this in front of the camera. I feel like there's a performative element to it if I were to do it in front of the camera, but I think ultimately I don't mind like just writing the message in front of the camera, because it is gratitude and it is kind of just like I'm going to just keep it as authentic as possible and not exaggerate anything. I think I'm pretty confident I can do that, so why not just do it on stream, sort of like what I've been talking about for a while, which is kill lots of birds with one stone. So I like doing 30-day challenges, and we're basically doing I think 3 of them at the same time. So gratitude, streaming, mainly because whenever I study and work, I feel like it's kind of a bit lonely. So if anyone decides to join, I will be happy. I need to change this title for the Twitch stream. Study and work stream. I'll change that later. Studying some Japanese and working on YouTube videos. Okay, it says stream info updated successfully. I'm not entirely sure if... I hope that we're live on YouTube right now. I'm supposed to check. Let me confirm. After all this time, I'm still not good at this. I think I need a better way to check because it always seems like there's a delay. Yeah, it says that we're live here, but I can't see it on my iPad. Okay, now I can see it. I just have to like refresh it, which is very annoying. Okay, that's good to know. Next time I'm going to actually start the stream, then start the app, and then it should show, versus doing it a different way. But yeah, so that was the rundown. I will improve as we go. I'm feeling fine, but my voice is not back to normal yet, which I really, really dislike because it's also stopping me from doing some freelance stuff for voiceover right now. But it's not stopping me from continuing with the plans with the videos. So for the study part of the stream, what we're going to do is, well, the structure is going to be this. It's going to be number 1, we're going to do the gratitude first. Number 2, we're going to study Japanese, and then in between the breaks, we will read any comments if there are any, interact, and then if there are not, then I'll just talk about whatever I feel like. And then after the break finishes, we'll get to scripting our next video for YouTube, and and also scripting for, we're doing a challenge where we're doing 3 shorts every day or 3 TikToks every day. So we have to script that. And yeah, that's what we're going to work on today. Feel free to leave in the chat, like write in the chat what you're going to work on. But let's go ahead and start with gratitude real quick. this is like not necessarily part of the study or work part, but it's more so like to start off with like a positive feeling. I often try to do that in the mornings as well, to just like prime yourself to have a good day. Man, my voice is way weaker than I expected it to be. Okay, so the gratitude for today is going to be for man. Okay, it's gonna be for my aunt. So growing up, I'm very lucky that I grew up with a lot of family around me, including basically the connections were always fuzzy in my head when I was younger, but I know it now. It's like my mom's mom or my grandma's sister's daughter, I think. And that's my aunt, I think. So my auntie Cindy basically was, or I would say in Cantonese, so Cindy was one of my favorite aunts growing up. She's one of the younger ones, so she's not too much older than, she is significantly older than me, but not like by a huge amount. So she would always like take us out, hang out, like when I was a kid. And I just feel like as I grew older, as an adult, whenever I hang out with my younger cousins, for instance, or even, yeah, mostly my younger cousins, because my younger cousins are like, some of them are 10 years younger than me. So whenever I experienced like how we interacted as adults, I somewhat realized that oftentimes younger people don't really pay attention to the things that you try to do for them. Like when you're being thoughtful, when you're like buying things for them. I once bought my cousin like computer parts for her to build because she really wanted to try streaming. She's like 10 years younger than me. And it's like things that your older like family members do that you don't really appreciate until you're a bit older. So I wanted to write something. So basically for the 30 days of gratitude, it's going to be each day I'll write for someone, because I think gratitude, the way that it's sort of presented in like productivity spaces and all that stuff, it's like, oh, write about what you're grateful for in your life. And it's super general. I feel like for me, I want to target it towards individual people. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to write gratitudes for one person in my life that I'm grateful for. And in 30 days from now, exactly 30 days, it will be Thanksgiving, and I will send out each and every one of these messages basically. Mostly through text. So it's really simple. It's really easy. It's like, honestly, it's not hard at all. But I thought of this challenge like 2 weeks ago while I was working on my audiobook. And I wanted to start it earlier, but I needed to focus on my audiobook. Now that it's done, I can do these random challenges that I feel like doing. So for my auntie Cindy, I'm just going to write some like thank you basically. I don't really know how to structure this to begin with. Let's see. I think everything is going to start with Happy Thanksgiving because that's when I'm going to send it. Yeah. So, Happy Thanksgiving, Cindy. I think I'm just going to say now that I'm older. I wanted to say thank you for all of the things that you did for me. The other cousins. You spent a lot of time and not resources, that sounds way too cold. You spent a lot of time and gave us a lot of attention while growing up, taking us out to eat, hanging out with us, and more. As a full-grown adult now, I understand how precious that time is, and I don't think I ever thanked you properly as a kid. Just want to say thank you now, and so I just want to say thank you and let you know that I will always be appreciative of the times we spent together. Okay. I think I can definitely make that a bit more specific, and I will adjust it to include some sort of, like more actual moments that we spent, include like other people, like actually mention names and stuff like that. But as a first draft, I think that's pretty good. I will adjust it on my own, like privately, but that's day one of gratitude. I feel pretty happy overall. I could actually feel like my emotions like swelling up while writing that, even if it is kind of generic overall. I really do feel like I appreciate my aunt a lot. Okay, next step, and this time we're actually going to go for the Pomodoro timer and start it. I'm gonna set it for 30 minutes because I feel like that's a good amount of time to focus and do work. Now, how do I access it? Let me think for 1 second. OBS is kind of in my way. Let's just move OBS. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna hit that, and I think the timer should start. Yes, okay. It has a slight delay. But let me go ahead and connect my phone real quick. Having some technical difficulties. I think I might need to restart this. iPhone mirroring. Okay, I won't talk too much during the actual study phase. I think we're basically in it as of this point. So yeah, let's go ahead and do 30 minutes of just studying Japanese, and I'll explain later what I'm up to. And thanks for the comment, Taki. Yeah, I definitely felt the emotions. Okay, let's focus in. I'm just gonna study the Japanese now. It's gonna be the core 2000 Japanese words. I'll explain the challenge that I'm doing later, but let's start with this first. Is that sumimasen? Okay. I think I'll increase the music a little bit and then decrease my volume a little bit too. right. It looks like we are on break time now. I'm new to using this, so I'm not sure if... Like, what happens when I click this? Because there should be a timer for break, right? Why does it just start at 0? 5-minute break. Okay, I think it's going now. I had to like click it like 4 times. So quick explanation for what I'm doing with studying Japanese right now. So my goal next year is to take the JLPT N2, and in order to do that, I guess my first approach is just like learn as much kanji and vocab as possible. I just feel like that's a decent way to approach it. I'll switch to this view real quick. Actually, no, we need the break to be in sight. Anyways, so what I'm doing is I'm using Shirabe Jisho to go over their most common 2,000 words, which you can find right here in its word list. I just created a flashcard set of it, and now I'm basically going through all of it. Even though I feel like I know a lot of it already, I wanted to just make sure like I do know like the common 2,000 just in case. And there are a few that I haven't known, so I'm creating a list of 2,000 unknown. So some of this is a little confusing because it's like I know the word like Becky or Dewanai and Sono and so on, but I didn't know that there was a kanji attached to it that looks like that. So I added it to the list of unknowns. So technically I know the word, I just did not know the kanji, which might not even be useful because according to ChatGPT, like nobody writes it that way anymore. So yeah, it's just something interesting to note. But yeah, I'm just approaching it as a 30-day challenge, trying to learn all 2,000 or like get exposed to what the 2,000 is, because technically I know a lot of what's in the 2,000 already. I just didn't know it's part of the 2,000, I guess. It's a little confusing, but either way, I'm also going to do a comparison of like how much of the 2,000 cross-reference like JLPT N3 versus N4 versus N5, because all of it is kind of like kept as data inside of Shirabe Jisho, which is really cool. So like later I will check like this list, for instance, and there's 211 out of 645 kanji. I don't know if that's actually a good way of doing it, but basically it just shows the amount that I know, and as I keep clicking the green check marks right here and this becomes like 365, then it also increases the count on the other list. So that's how I'm going to cross-reference it, just to like figure out like how much of the core 2000 covers N5, N4, and so on. Because I haven't really used Shirabe Jisho for anything other than kanji so far, or JLPT N3 kanji. So that's just what I'm up to for my studying. Feel free to leave in the chat like what you guys are working on. But what I'm going to work on next is my script for YouTube. So I think I might do that for the next video, because it is getting later and darker and my eyes are starting to burn. So yeah, that wasn't a very successful Pomodoro, but to be fair, I took like 2 hours setting everything up, like finding the correct app for this widget right here, and just like setting up the camera, adjusting some things for like because I was planning on going on my treadmill to work after, and I needed the wires to change and all that stuff. There's a lot of technical things that I needed to change and figure out like what I'm gonna do for the challenge as well. But yeah, this was just day 1 of trying to stream. I'm gonna be streaming for the next 30 days. I don't think there will be any interruption days. Yeah, there will be at least like a stream that's happening every day for the next 30 days, and I'm gonna see how it goes. Yeah, feel free to give me any suggestions. I am very open to trying different things, different setups as well. Here, I'll actually show the other setup I had in mind, because this one. Yeah, that's true. Day 2 will be a lot easier. But yeah, this was the other setup that I was gonna do while I was on the treadmill. But I don't know, the treadmill is kind of far away, but at least the timer is still there. And yeah, I don't know. We'll try things out and we'll see how it goes. I'm just experimenting and having a good time with this. One of my objectives, like I said earlier, is just to try streaming. I'm trying to do my work and studying on stream, and hopefully we can interact, meet other people who want to focus up and work on their thing too, and make this a little less lonely, I suppose. Yeah, that's mainly it. Okay, but for now I'm going to close off this stream. We'll do it again tomorrow. I don't have like a set time yet. I'll figure it out as I go, but I'm very open to suggestions, like I said. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.